Tonight at Red Roof Inn, Bill stays in a business king room.
Look at the space.
And feels like a business king himself.
Multitasking. Chances of me working are remote.
Don't miss the redesigned, rededicated Red Roof Inn and Accor Hotel.
Cabbage, dinero, moolah. Whatever you call it, when you save it, it's bueno. And that means good.
An Accor Hotel.
Hey, Craig, great to see you, man.
How are you, brother?
I'm doing great. I love looking at those old school Red Roof commercials. Where look at you with the Red Roof glasses. I've converted the house.
There we go.
Smokehouse into a Red Roof Inn. I wonder what that means.
Hey, that means you got a res system.
Sounds like it, but you know what? I think it's time for something else. I think it's time for an audit.
There we go.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't know what happened to our co-host over there, Mr. Audit Man. I'm Glenn Hausman. That not there is Craig Sullivan. We've got our...
I'm back.
Thank you, Craig. You know, at least you keep me fresh. You keep me on my toes. There's nothing I like more than a summer Friday at 5 o'clock to have to cover because you disappeared. Hey, cheers, brother.
Well,
Great
you had the whole day off. I wanted to make you sweat a little bit. So
I did have my
90
day.
degrees back there, 90% humidity. So
It was great. It was like 85 degrees when I woke up. I had my morning coffee outside. I did about 2.5 hours of work, and then I got ready because tomorrow I've got a big barbecue. I had to prepare the ribs. I had to butcher some chickens. I'm all set for an absolutely delicious smoke fest tomorrow. I went did some laps in the pool, but all day long, Craig, I kept saying I can't wait. We got an audit tonight. We're going to be talking to one of the coolest people in hospitality.
yes, we are. He's been a great friend to both of ours for a very long time. And he got recently promoted earlier this year, I should say, to Chief Development Officer at Red Roof. Our
Yep.
good friend, Mr. Matt Hostetler.
All right, let's bring him on, Matt Hostetler.
There he is. Look at that. I want one.
And the crowd goes wild.
They do. They do.
What are we doing, guys?
Absolutely right. How you doing, man? Great to see you, dude.
Hey, listen, it's fantastic always seeing both of you. Two of my favorite people in hospitality. Guys delivering the news, bringing it to us right, bringing us all together, keeping us happy, man.
We are delivering the news, but before we deliver the news, Matt, I should have done this before I brought you on, but I'm not too bright of a guy. I want to thank the good folks at Commercial Green Solutions for being a sponsor tonight of the show. I really appreciate it. The really cool thing is these guys can help get you all sorts of freebies over there. And Craig, you know, they could get you free light bulbs in New York City, Minnesota, Louisville, lots of Virginia, Colorado, and other places too. What do you think about that, dude? Free light bulbs.
I like free light bulbs. I like free stuff. I think you like free stuff as much as I do. I know that Matt likes free stuff, but you know what the best part is? They can save you money.
Yeah.
But that's to the bottom line.
I'm sure, Matt, you probably like saving money, but I'll tell you what, go check our friends out at Commercial Green Solutions. That's commercialgreensolutions.com. Tell them Friday Night Audit sent you. We really appreciate it. Thanks. So how you guys?
Glenn with 2 N's and Craig with a C.
Matt with 2 T's.
There you go.
That's true. All right, breaking news. Hey, Fish Tour is coming. And I can't wait. I've got 26 or 27 days or something like that to the first show that I'm going to in Atlantic City. I can't wait, guys. It's finally, life is coming back. Except I don't know how back it'll be when I see you guys in Los Angeles in a couple of weeks. That's going to be a real treat.
Yeah, I had to put the reorder in for the masks.
Yep. Yeah, I got my no vacancy live mask somewhere. I seem to have misplaced them. Hey, Doreen says CGS rocks. Rick and Kevin are going to save me a ton of money. Woo, 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 woo.
There we go.
Another great friend from way back.
All right. So, Matt, before we get into it, we got to do something that I typically forget, but I made a note to remember. Let's do this. right, Matt Hostetler, you like that vodka. You made us a drink tonight. What is the special drink that you like enjoying when you're out there on the road?
Well, let me talk about this. It's not about on the road. It's about at the Oasis level at my home when I do come off the road to spend time with my family.
Yeah.
First thing first, you got to find your favorite cup or glass or mug. And this just happens to be mine, ironically. So just a dash of ice.
A dash.
Just a dash. But a little more dash with the Tito.
Not a skosh?
Just, is it a skosh? There's a
There you go.
skosh. All right, so here we go next. Now, I'm a big fan of the northern country, Canada, so I love Canada Dry. Tremendous. It's a great drink.
Oh, yeah?
Ooh, nice and fresh. You get the fizz. You pull it just about an inch to the top. But here's the kicker.
Why so little?
Go ahead.
Why so little? You're being careful tonight?
No, that was the Canada Dry. But here's the kicker. You did the old school commercials with Red Roof. Fresca.
Oh.
There we go. Look at that. Look at that.
Fresca. Yes. Fresca. Best drink in the world in the summertime. Cheers.
That's beautiful. Cheers, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great summer out there. We are in the thick of it. It's July 16th as we're doing the show. Guys, I freaking love July. It is my favorite month of the year. Oh, Daniel says Shasta. Yes, I remember Shasta. Who remembers Fanta? I know it's still around, but it was big then.
Yeah.
My favorite, though, was RC Cola because my dad used to take me to Shea Stadium to see baseball games. I had to deal with RC Cola, but regular RC Cola was one thing, but flat RC Cola, like they had at Shea Stadium, tasted a lot like regular Coke. So I felt
want to go downstairs and get different.
Cheers, Stephanie.
Cheers, Stephanie.
Hey, Kelly.
Kelly, I would not call this fun, but it is definitely 5 o'clock.
Listen, I don't know, Glenn. Maybe it's me. I'm having a blast.
Oh, good. You always have a blast, though. I've never seen you not super happy, not smiling. And when Craig said you were coming on the show, I'm like, this is freaking awesome. Oh my good. Mike has an RC Cola shirt. I freaking love that.
Let's not forget Faygo.
Faygo?
There you go. Yeah.
Faygo. Faygo.
We did not have Faygo out here.
Maybe it never made it out of Pennsylvania. I don't know.
But Craig seems to know it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Tang, yep. Thank you to NASA and the astronauts for drinking Tang over there. Hey, cheers, Daniel. So great to see you. So, Matt, why do you like vodka drinks so much? What is it about that particular drink when you're back at the Oasis at home that you really enjoy about it?
You know what? It just brings me back home. It's fun. It's fresh. Not to mention it's low calorie. It's good. There's not a lot of taste to it. The Fresca gives it the flavor, really. So, but it's cool. I like it. It stays normal, and you can keep adding ice to it if you forget about it.
Yeah, that's true. And it doesn't really alter the flavor because, like, if you're doing a scotch or something like that, you have to have just a little bit because if it gets too much, it's like this is not going to work anymore.
And vodka, soda, and Fresca is like I had a great week drink.
Right.
And that's really what I do every week. I have a great week. I do everything I possibly can to love what I do and do it with a passion, have fun, working with my team, have a blast, seeing customers. It's awesome. And then hanging out with you guys on a Friday at 5.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
This is great. I love that you're here. So, Matt, as we get into it, one of the things that I thought would be really cool to talk about is some of the cool places that you've been to or one of the brands that you've worked with has hosted a really cool party, for example. So, for example, for me, I went to when I did a speech at the Historic Hotels of America event in Memphis. They took us to Graceland. We got to do a tour of Graceland, and I got to eat, the peanut butter and banana sandwiches in front of his fancy cars and stuff like that. That was a pretty cool place to do one. What's a cool place that you have attended a cool industry party at?
You know what? I'll tell you, everyone throws great events. There's so many, and being in the industry for as long as I have, that's a really, really good question. There's probably multiple stories, but I do remember being in Mexico and having the opportunity to tour a tequila plant.
Nice.
And it was for a President's Club trip. It was awesome. A wonderful dinner, learning about tequilas and that sort of thing. And, not saying that it took me a longer walk to get back to the shuttle bus.
Right. That's hysterical. Speaking about long walks to the shuttle bus, one time I went in this press event. It was, this is way before my kids were born. So this has got to be like 20 years ago. And I went to Louisville, and it's where all of the bourbon places are, right? And there's like Bourbon Fest or something like that. And I had the opportunity, myself and some other industry people, to go to the big Bourbon Fest party, which is kind of like the biggest thing amongst all the distillers. And all the distillers were there, kind of like, the Click Conference, Craig, how you have all of the different thing, the booths and the vendors all on the outside. It was like that, but unlike your stupid business stuff, this is all bourbon, right? Everywhere you go is a different place to get a different type of bourbon, and they gave you souvenir shot glasses every time you went to one. So that encouraged you to go to all of them. Very difficult for everyone getting back to the bus, getting on the bus, and then getting off the bus again. Great night, though.
But did they have a prize for the first one who got all the shot glasses?
What's that?
Did they have a prize for the first person who got all the shot glasses?
The first person who got all the shot glasses was hospitalized, I believe.
That was one of those trips where you needed that little walking thing that people have with their kids when they're in Disneyland.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't lose the people you're with.
So, guys out there, the people out there that are watching, why don't you tell us where you have been to a really cool party, an event, that sort of thing? Audit Boy, what about you?
You know what? We had a legendary party in LA early on in Alice. It was at the old House of Blues and the Foundation Room upstairs on Sunset Boulevard. And Durain Lalani and I were there, and Jones Lang LaSalle threw this party. And in their invitation kit, they sent you a Hohner blues harmonica and a pair of sunglasses. The whole thing was themed after the Blues Brothers. And it was one of the best nights ever. It was just jam-packed with everybody from the conference, and it was just a lot of fun. It was just legendary.
That's really awesome. Matt?
Well, Durain's the one that introduced me to the Moscow Mule at Alice. Thank you, Durain.
So I think that's great. I went for a hotel industry brand conference. I won't share which brand it is right now because unfortunately it was not Red Roof. But we got to go here, Mardi Gras World in New Orleans. How cool is Mardi Gras World?
Actually,
where they
that is a great trip. We actually did that as well. So that's a great event that we had for our national convention a few years ago.
It's so freaking awesome.
Yeah, very awesome.
Yeah, so that's a really cool place to go and have yourself an event over there. CGS hosts our amazing clients in Louisville and share our bourbon and horses experience. Ooh, that sounds
hey, Kevin.
Horses and whiskey. I'm not sure.
Yeah. What's the famous racetrack in Kentucky where they have the Kentucky Derby? I'm forgetting the name of it.
Churchill Downs.
Right, Churchill Downs. I love that. I love that place. I've been to Kentucky, and I got to go to a couple of the historic racetracks. I think I went to Keeneland, and it was really, really cool to go do that. It was also an industry event. And this is my good friends over at Alma. I want to thank them for sponsoring the No Vacancy podcast and all that kind of good stuff. Learn more about them at almahospitality.com. But anyway, they're really cool because they took us to this castle thing, and then they took us to the racetrack. But Stephen McKay, the guy who's in charge of the whole division, he loves racing. He's got interest in horses. And because he knew that, he had like some of the jockeys that were hanging out with us. We got to go down into the winner's circle. It was so freaking cool, into the paddock and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, man, I was doing that too. You know, you got to trot.
Hey, but Glenn, remember one thing. You never invest in anything that eats while you're sleeping, okay?
Right.
Let me think that one through.
Yeah.
I've woke up in the middle of the night and have eaten, so don't let my wife hear that.
Right. It's a good thing she's not watching right now.
Yeah.
Never, ever know.
Hello, Mrs.
Hey, is
Next
this how you
Level.
How did you get involved in the hospitality industry anyway? I don't know why I don't know that about you.
Listen, I'm going to tell you exactly why. I had a guy call me 3 times in a row to go work for him in franchise sales. Everybody knows him. His name's Phil Hugh.
Oh, yeah.
Phil called me 3 different times to come work for him. And the last time that I decided to, or the first time that I decided to say yes, happened to be with Ascendant Hotel Group at the time.
Right.
Now Wyndham Worldwide.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's how I got into franchising. You know, it was one of those things that finally I had to say, you know what? I'm going to take the shot. And I did it. And I've been in franchising ever since 2002.
Wow. So did you know Phil before?
Oh, man. All right. Now, so we are live, right?
Yes, we are.
I'll keep it simple. Yes. No,
Since you guys were teenagers or before, right?
Here's the story. All right. I'm 7 years old. Phil Hughes, 6 years old.
Right.
My father bought a piece of land off of his father, and we built a house on it. I woke up one day and got on a school bus and sat down next to him, and we've been friends ever since.
Oh, my God. I had no idea.
Absolutely.
Hit the applause button.
Here's to Phil Hughes.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I knew you guys went back, you know, a long way, but I thought it was teenagers, and this is even a better story that you were 7 and he was 6. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we played high school football together.
Trouble.
We did the whole 9 yards.
Yep. Oh, God.
And producer David's in the house.
Hey, Dave, good news. We can't hear you. So we're feeling pretty good about ourselves over there.
How long have Greg and Glenn, how long have you guys known each other? So talking about knowing people.
Greg and I have known each
Wait,
other.
actually, let's put it this way. Was TV in color yet?
Yes. Yes.
Matt, you know producer Dave. Dave, this is Matt Hostetler. Matt
nice to meet
is
you.
a horrible human being, and do not like him. Whatever you do.
It's great to meet you, Matt. It's a lot more than I can say for the 2 guys above me.
And the real yeah.
I thought this was like a version of Pardon the Interruption for a minute.
Yeah, except we don't pardon it.
Not the funnest here. I mean, I'm sorry that I'm late, everybody. You know, I was driving from New York to Jersey, and of course, on the Garden State Parkway at 5 o'clock in the afternoon on a 90-degree day in the summer. It took me 2.5 hours to go 40 miles. Hey, Colleen, always great to see you. Thank you. But then, of course, you know, you get home, and I'm not sure if our good friend Calvin Toloki's on, but as he knows, as a revenue manager, if you're off your computer for 2 hours on a Friday, you got to check in. You got to know what's going on. So,
Right.
Hence why I'm late. You guys had to take a backseat. I'm sorry.
Hey, with all due respect, they didn't even tell me you were going to be here, so you're not late to me.
That's all right. Glenn never tells me anything. Actually, I asked Glenn to send me the email of the link so I could join from my phone for a quick second. Still waiting for it.
No, I said I literally sent it after I got the text messages. But Matt, I didn't want to tell you Dave was going to be here because I was afraid you were going to cancel. So I kept it I kept it between us.
Too funny. Too
I'm not at
funny.
Target anymore, guys. Good news. I made it out of the parking lot.
That is so good news. Hey,
Hey,
Dave.
Hey, hey, Matt, you've got a very famous cousin, correct?
Say that again.
You've got a very famous cousin that used to play in the NFL.
Absolutely. His name's Jeff Hostetler. He's got a Super Bowl ring with the New York Giants.
Wow.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he's a Hostetler, Pennsylvania, via Penn State. Joe Paterno wanted to make him a linebacker, and he said, "I'm going to West Virginia." He won a Peach Bowl there and was drafted. And unfortunately, Phil Simms took a big injury, and Jeff came in and did his job.
There we go. Hi, Amy.
Amy, you're talking about Fox, and he is adorable, right? Fox is over there.
Yeah, this is Fox screaming his face off.
Yeah.
Can I have the hair, please?
Say hi. He just had a Krispy Kreme donut, hence why he's sucking his fingers.
Oh my God.
Very similar to what Glenn did at Serendipity last Friday.
Oh my God. I couldn't help myself. I was like, because everything was so damn good. It was freaking delicious. That's true. Dave, you got that picture from last week from Serendipity?
I will in a second. I'm actually going to pull it up right now as I fight the 3-year-old. But if
Why are
anybody
you looking that up? This is about when I met Phil Hugh.
Right.
Wow.
I love the blonde hair. That's so
Gotta love that.
Wish I had it back.
Great.
I know, right? Oh my God. You know, for a gentleman of a certain age, your hair's pretty good. You know.
Yeah, well, listen, I always tell people I'm not losing my hair. I'm just growing. My head's getting bigger.
Yeah, right. I like that. I'm starting to overcompensate. That's why I'm growing my hair to hide the receding hairline. I think.
I was on a conference call, on a Teams call the other day, and I think it might have been Raj Trivedi was on the call, and he goes, "Matt, did you shave your head?" And I go, "No."
That's funny because that world, that's where Raj was over there at the time at this last thing. Yeah. Dave got the hair and gave it to us.
Look what it is. It's time for a refill.
Just a dash.
There you go. Just a dash and a skosh.
All right. So all of you people out there, I haven't heard any cool places that you've been to for industry events. Now, another cool place that I've been to was in the Harley Davidson Museum, which was really freaking cool. So you got to see the whole history of Harley Davidsons from the first one ever all the way through to today. And you got to do the free booze. So that was really awesome. What happened to the Fresca? Oh, you got to do the Canada Dry, then the Fresca.
Hey, slow your roll, Glenn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think we're going to add that to the Grumpy Glenn shirt.
I know,
slow
right?
Your roll.
Glenn, slow your roll.
I just want
Oh my God.
IT to know that my keyboard is saran wrapped. Okay.
See, I'm not at mine. Oh my God, that's too funny.
That's funny. So, Matt, how often are you on the road?
Well, it's starting to pick back up for me. Yeah. I've got a great team, but for the most part, I'm 3 to 4 days a week. Listen, in 2014, 15, all the earlier years, there's times where I've had as upward as high as 120 flights.
Right.
And that's not legs. That's not here to Detroit to somewhere else, to Detroit and back. It's out and back. So, it's pretty much every week. My wife's like, "Okay, what time are you coming home Friday?" And I let her know, and I pretty much know where I'm going to eat dinner. I know the whole weekend's planned. So
nice, I love it. And Kia, if you're still out there, let us know if him being gone 3-4 of the days a week is a success. Is why your marriage is so successful. So I'd like to know.
Let's ask Miss Hausman that question too.
Oh, I mean, we've been married 19 years, but we've only been together about 3, so it's still magical. Industry event, sail and marlin fishing in Mazatlan, Mexico. Oh,
You gotta love that.
that sounds a lot of fun. And that reminds me, I went on a catamaran for an event with a bunch of drinking in the Bahamas one time, which was a whole lot of fun. Oh,
Listen, there's nothing wrong with a catamaran trip ever.
right.
We were in Vegas, you're home away from home, Glenn, for an owners conference. I won't mention the brand, but Durain Lalani was there, and Earth, Wind, and Fire were the entertainment on the opening night at the stage behind the wave pool over at Mandalay Bay. It was just outstanding. Outstanding.
That's the best. That former Sendin company, I've been to a number of their events at Mandalay Bay, and every year they've got the bands out there on the water. But I remember the first time I ever went there, I didn't realize how cool it was going to be. We saw the band Blues Traveler there, and this has got to be going 20
years ago
at this point, right? And we were in the water, and we were watching the band. It was so much fun. What's up, Dave?
Post the advent of color TV, by the way, David.
What's that, Craig?
It was after the invention of color TV.
But definitely before.
What about before the remote control?
No, the remote controls were there.
Just had a wire on them.
So as we were talking about real quick, Glenn, myself, and Anthony got to go to the opening of Serendipity 3 up in New York City on 61st Street, I think it is.
Yeah, East 60th, I believe, or 61st, something like
60 or 61st, right outside the Roosevelt tram. But it was a really cool time. If you're not familiar with Serendipity, one, make sure you go back to novacancynews.com or the YouTube page and check out the episode because it was really, really, really cool. There's a lot of history there. A lot of who's of the past have been there. We actually got to broadcast.
Plus, you get to see me react to eating ice cream. That is worth it alone.
That's worth the price of admission right there.
Not only ice cream, but you got to see him eat some frozen hot chocolate and suck his fingers on camera.
Yes. I'm not gonna feel bad about it. That was delicious.
All of that is true. So we got to go there. We got to see the opening. We got to see the ribbon cutting. It was really, really cool stuff. There's a lot of history there. We actually broadcasted from the Marilyn Monroe table, which was her table back when she used to go, however many years ago that is now. But I brought my daughter up there. She got a lot of cool stuff. She got a lot of free stuff. But she got to meet 2 celebrities as well. So I'm going to show you guys 2 pictures. She met 2 hospitality celebrities. I want you guys to take a look at her smile and let me know which one she was more excited to see. Put it in the comments. Get your vote in because I know the answers. So I'll let you guys know. So I'm going to show you celebrity number 1.
All right, bring it in.
Hospitality celebrity number 1. You guys, it's not even. Is it not up here?
Nope.
There we
There we
go.
go.
All right.
So you guys may or may not know this person. You may have seen his shiny head on No Vacancy Live Monday through Thursdays at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So this is celebrity 1. But we also got to meet, some hospitality royalty, some family royalty within the
It turns out
hospitality
she is
industry.
following me around the country, which is ridiculous.
Well, I'm pretty sure that she knows.
Glenn's got a stalker?
She's with you.
No, not Paris.
Nikki Hilton.
So, Matt, who is his daughter happier to see?
I think this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I think she's happier to see Uncle Glenn's stalker.
So what about the audience? Do you guys think she was happy to see Anthony
Oh,
or
what happened there?
Miss Nikki Hilton? I took it down.
Yep. So
I'm gonna reveal the answer because I know the answer, but I will let you guys judge it around. But there's also a caveat to all of
I'm
that.
going to say 75% go with
With Miss Nikki. Okay.
all right, so let us know what you think. In the meanwhile, Rick says shameless plug. So while we're doing a shameless plug, go check out commercialgreensolutions.com. Commercialgreensolutions.com. They'll save you money. We heard from Durain. They're saving her money. Let them save you money too. Yeah.
And you can meet them at the 5th Annual California Lodging Investment Conference on October 5th, along with Matt. So, yeah.
with good lighting. Your future will be bright like a red roof.
I like that.
Nice. Love it.
See, joint partnerships. That's what the show is all about.
Right.
Bringing people together.
So, Dave, they're like, you got to get. Craig's like, you got to get Glenn a shirt. He's size XXX. I mean, come on.
Well,
I mean, at
first of all,
least quadruple X. I mean, it's ridiculous.
listen, everybody out there, first of all, you guys can get your shirts in all sizes, all shapes, all colors. Get your Friday Night Audit shirts. Get your Grumpy Glenn T-shirts. Get your Matt Hostetler Red Roof Inn t-shirt.
He's not hostile.
Where can you get the great shirts at? Glenn, Craig.
Red Bubble.
The Aloha Craig store.
That's it.
Okay, so we have some responses. We have
from me if I ever get my shit together and order some more.
Yes, I would love to get mine and not have it stolen this time.
Hey, I'll Venmo you some money, Glenn. Times are tough. I know.
Ooh.
Last night.
I'm saying if I want a hat, I'll pay for it. I'll Venmo you some money.
Well, there you go. Matt's gonna buy me one too, Glenn.
I have one, I think, still here. We're gonna
That
have to
one's
do it.
going to Matt tomorrow in the mail, right, Glenn?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we
Yes.
have
Like
a
I
couple
promised
answers.
the last month because I'm so good at doing this stuff.
Glenn's
I
also
will gladly pay you Tuesday for audit hat today.
love it. Colleen
Too
said
funny.
Anthony.
I wonder if
Stephanie
Dave
said
gets that
Nikki.
reference.
Amy said Anthony. Okay, so the answer is Glenn. What's your guess?
I think it's Nikki.
You think it's Nikki?
Yeah.
You are all wrong. It was absolutely Anthony Malcurie. She was
Really?
super
Really?
excited to Anthony. We used to watch Hotel Impossible here at the house. She's a big fan. She was a fan
Amy
before
got it
she
right.
knew that I worked with Anthony. To be fair, she had no idea who Nikki Hilton even was because why would she? When they asked her to take the picture with Nikki for the social promotion, I just kind of told her she's going to take a picture with a blonde lady. Didn't want to tell her that she's a famous rich blonde lady because didn't want her to freeze up. So after that, we did tell her that that she was taking a picture with someone who's very famous in the hotel world. But without a doubt, Anthony Malcurie was the
Hey,
favorite.
so this did not come from me. Max is asking, where's her picture with the incomparable celebrity Glenn? Yeah. Well, actually, she looked at me and she's like,
Well, Glenn was too busy sucking down frozen hot chocolates all night.
right. Who wants to take a picture with a guy who's like,
Did she give you the harden?
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
too funny.
That's true.
He said, "Boy,
Matt, if let's say you're doing franchising, right?
yes, sir.
Let's say you're at a property, you're talking to one of your owners, and you're having a great time. It's a great experience, great property. And then you see somebody looking like a hobo trucker walk in a red T-shirt with a camo hat with a Friday Night Audit logo. Do you guys accept that person as a guest?
Absolutely.
There you go, Glenn. You're good.
thank you.
Hey, cash is king, David.
That's true.
Yeah, but we didn't know if he was paying with cash or credit.
Yeah, I pay cash every morning at 11 a.m. So the key will continue working.
We love our construction worker customers. We love all of our customers. So you
Yes,
come
you
in
do.
for a hard day's work, we're welcoming you at Red Roof Inn.
Yeah, hey,
Yep.
and if any of you guys there want to do a franchise, you reach out to Matt. Of course, he's the Chief Development Officer over at Red Roof. And I got to tell you, one of the things I hear all the time is cash flow, cash flow, cash flow. Every single owner loves it because of that. Go check them out at booth 1100 at the AHOA conference. That's going to be really great. And I'll be there too. I might even be, helping out with some stuff over at their booth. We're going to be doing a big event over there. If you and Matt, what's really cool is I believe in every single bag being given out to people is a chance to win a prize. It's like a room key or something, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we've got great stuff going on. A lot going to be given away. Some exciting announcements. We've got the giveaway or the fundraiser going on with LPS.
Yep.
It's just a lot of good stuff. You know what? It's just great people doing great things. And, we're here to help our entrepreneurs be even more successful. So we're looking forward to it. It's just a few weeks away.
I can't wait to go there. And the good thing is it's going to be in Texas. So I suspect that we won't have to wear masks over there as opposed to LA, which will be a problem. All right. So, Dave, as you know, we were in, Anthony and I were in Vegas a few weeks ago, right?
I do know that. And guess who wasn't there?
Just trying to see if there's anybody that I care about that wasn't there.
Guess we didn't get an invite.
You got the invite.
I wasn't there.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Unfortunately, Dave was not there because he has to work a full-time gig over there, which is really unfortunate. He's going to go get himself a little cocktail, I think, refill, and be right back. But Dave, I thought it might be fun to talk about how when we were there. We had on one of the No Vacancy shows, Paul McGuire, and he's a VP over at the Fremont Street Experience. And I don't know about you guys, but I love downtown
There we
Vegas.
go.
You like going to downtown Vegas? It's such a different vibe than the Strip, right?
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great place to go.
It's so much fun. So I had the opportunity that night to go do myself the zip line over there, and it looked something like this.
Ooh.
Wait a second. One shot.
There you go.
Oh, wait, that's not the one shot.
Wait, that's not your basement?
What's that?
That's not your basement?
Good reply. Good reply, man. Love it.
When what my wife and I do in our personal lives is done in the door. All right, but then what room is that called in the Glenn Houseman Pool House, Smokehouse, and Resort Spa?
Bondage.
The Houseman Resort Pool Club Smokehouse, and I don't even want to say it. I feel like I'm going to say something I will regret. I am not going to say it at all.
Bondage parlor.
Instead, I will tell you how I feel with that particular question.
There you go. Ooh.
Pain.
That wasn't right after breakfast.
Looks like there's some pain in there, Mr. Houseman.
Well, what happened was everything was going great, right? I'm like, woo! And then at the end, it goes boom, and it makes this giant noise. And I guess they take a picture of you at the same exact time to F with you. And then all of a sudden you start going backwards a little bit. So I wasn't prepared for that particular thing. So it's not like I was scared from the thing. I was scared from the thing that happened at the end, where it was only like, not too high off the ground. But that's a whole lot of fun. Listen, if you have a chance to go on the Slotzilla zip line when you're in downtown Las Vegas, it is so much fun soaring under the canopy of the Fremont Street Experience over all the people right past all of those amazing downtown casinos. So freaking cool. And when you come into land, it's right above a stage with live music. So it's so much fun.
Nice.
That's
Now,
awesome.
Matt, as part of your guys' franchise agreements and development and continuing to make Red Roof innovative, is there any potential of putting a zip line from the Red Roof sign to the front door?
You know what? We had that at the Brand Standards Committee, and then legal got involved. So no.
When was the lawyers taking all the fun out of life?
Zip lines. I'm not a fan of zip lines because I had a walk of shame once.
Oh,
A totally different walk of shame.
okay.
Visiting with my friend Jason Yarbrough in Atlanta, Lake Lanier. We go on with Stone, his little guy. We're going to do the zip line. I'm pumped. You got to be 249, not 250.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean, I had a couple beers on the boat.
Right. Yeah, I know.
I was a little bit above 250. They made me walk back down the hill.
Wait. Didn't you say, look, what if I do it naked?
I'm about to say, kick the shoes off a little bit. Kick the shoes off real quick. That takes off a couple pounds. Right?
I looked at her. I said, if 3 pounds is going to break this wire, you should shut this down.
There you go. Good point. Good point.
So Matt, what has it been like coming out of the pandemic with Red Roof? Obviously, Red Roof's a great brand. You can find them pretty much anywhere. I mean, I've seen God knows how many Red Roofs in my life just being around. So how has development been going since the pandemic happened? What have you guys been doing to kind of make you guys position properly for new development?
Yeah, you know what? I appreciate the fact that you said Red Roof's a great brand because we believe that as well. And Our clients, our customers, our franchisees believe that, and so do our guests. So thank you. Through the pandemic, we stood next to our customers. We stood next to them very strongly. We had our own things that we had to go through as a company as well, and as a community, as a brand. Our customers, the company, and all of our employees stood by each other and made it through. And that's why we say our future is bright, because it's kind of like in a NASCAR race when you're blowing through a corner and you know that you're going through the cloud of smoke, and when you come out the other side,
we don't know what NASCAR is. I'm sorry.
That's where you spend an hour of about 3 hours of your day in a trucker hat watching guys make left turns all day. Isn't that what we all do?
We know
there
what
goes that NASCAR endorsement, Glenn.
What's that?
There goes our NASCAR endorsement.
I know. I'm really upset about that. I was really counting on that. I should really.
Great job, Dave. Great job.
I hear nobody in the South is able to make right turns, though. It's really unfortunate.
We make jokes, but NASCAR is the most watched sport in the country, I think, right? Even ahead of football, if I'm not mistaken, because they have those huge tracks that said 150,000 people.
Yeah, I think it used to be the fastest growing sport, but I think that's been taken over by a bocce ball or something like that now.
Yeah, I think they moved down the ladder a little bit the past few years. They don't seem to quite have the audience they used to.
Yeah, NASCAR is caught in a lot of things politically and perception-wise, and I think it's affecting them. But soccer is one sport that I think is probably the biggest growth sport. Finally, because I remember, I don't know about you, Matt, but in the 1970s, I was on that soccer team as a 7-year-old, 8-year-old, and kind of stuff, and we had a great time, and it was like a big deal. Last week we were talking on the show how we had the MSL, the Major Soccer League, and the New York Cosmos, and I just saw Pele's last game. So it was a big deal, and we kept thinking about it. It's going to be an up-and-coming sport. But it took another 40 years before it actually started happening. Matt, do you care about soccer or footballers or anything like that?
I like American football. But let me give you credit for soccer. Soccer, these guys are in incredible shape, running up and down. Listen, there's 2 guys that use their hands.
Yep.
Okay, there's 2 guys. The rest of this is done lower body. You got a lot of core strength. I give them kudos. But where I grew up, we had baseball, football, basketball, track. We didn't have a swim team.
Wow, we didn't either.
I lived in a small town. Then listen, I grew up in a town called Fairchance, and we decided later in life that it was named that. So we understood that we had one fair chance to get out.
Right.
And we did.
Is this Fairchance, Pennsylvania?
Yes, sir.
So as of the 2010 census, there is a population of 1,975 people.
Wow.
That didn't get out.
When was that? Was that 2010?
That was the 2010 census, according to the esteemed Wikipedia.
Yes, I love it. Are you Googling me right now to find facts on that?
Well, not right now. I may have done all this already.
There's a picture of me on there like this and like this together. Don't bring that up.
Well, I mean, clearly that's what's going to happen.
Glenn, I'm not sure who's the bigger Steelers fan. Is it Matt Hostetler or is it our good friend Rick West over at Commercial Green Solutions? It'd be interesting to see who's got more Steeler memorabilia between the two of them.
Well, listen, if there weren't a gazillion people in the Oasis level, the Pittsburgh Sports Garden could be featured today.
Well, I mean, I love that. Good idea. As a producers, I hear a challenge. I hear another Friday Night Audit where we bring them both on.
Yeah,
and go battle for battle.
That's why you're the producer, David.
Right.
And I gotta love Rick for just being a Steelers fan, right?
Yeah.
And Rick is saving people like you and your people, Matt, money because they are giving you free stuff. They're saving you money with electricity.
And they're brightening everything up around the world.
They totally are. Colleen says go Bucks.
So one of the cool things is I actually got to go to a Pittsburgh Steelers game one time. And it wasn't, I didn't just have regular seats, but I was in one of those hospitality suites because there was a Hilton owner that gave me a ticket. That was such a great party being over there. And man, Matt, I got to tell you, Pittsburgh is a really freaking cool city. In fact, I was just named as one of the top most livable cities to live in the United States.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is really actually beautiful. I mean, there's a lot of historical, like there's a lot of great photos out there of when it was the Steel Town, as they call it, but it's a city. They call it a steel town. It's the Steel City, right? So, but the buildings were like charcoal black from all the soot. Mm-hmm. So as it evolved into more of a modern day city without all of the industry, the city has really become beautiful. It's become so revitalized. The south side, the north side. It's just it's an awesome place. And let me tell you something. Heinz Field there's no better to watch a Steeler victory.
Yeah.
PNC Park is a really nice ballpark. I haven't made it down there yet, but I know it's one of the better ballparks in the baseball.
And listen, I got a lot of respect for Yankees fans out there, and I've had a lot of Yankees fans. Well, that's okay. You're a Mets guy, right?
I am.
That's cool.
Glenn and
that answers really so many questions right there.
As a matter of fact, tune in to sportscast365.com Sunday night at about 7:35. I'll be on talking about Brooklyn and all of the cool places to take your baseball road trip to see the historic Ebbets Field. And I'll talk a little bit about why I'm a Mets fan, because my dad was a Brooklyn Dodgers fan and made me a Mets fan when they came when they came around as well. So
I don't mind the Mets. I don't mind the Mets at all, but they never told me that they enjoyed PNC Park. My colleagues that are Yankees fans that have been to our field said your field's beautiful. So that's why I was saying it.
All right. Fair enough. But either way, I appreciate that. Yankees still suck. Nothing personal. I say that like it's actually true. Like the Mets have won anything since 1986. You know.
I just saw a chime in from a Tampa Bay fan. They got 2 championships this year. Congratulations to Tampa.
Yeah, that's the great Colleen Norman. Colleen is one of the best people that we've ever met through these various shows. And she's enjoying her Tampa sports right now.
Right.
Now the question is, even though they're winning, is anybody even going? Tampa's not really known for a great sports town.
Well, now
that changes with championships. Let's see what happens in football and hockey.
Right. Listen, they got 15 more years with Tom Brady. I mean, hey.
Don't tell Bruce Ford that.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have an emergency. I have no beer. I need to go fetch some. I shall return in 45 seconds.
Give me one, too, man.
All right. Now, guys, now we can really open up the conversation. We can be really honest who's gone. So, now we can have some real fun.
Was that Glenn?
That was Glenn. See, this is why I've gone mobile, because now I can just reach in and grab a beer and I don't have to leave.
There you have it.
Well, I didn't have a chance to make a drink because again I was late as it is. So I have a beautiful bubbly water, tasting great on this 100-degree day here in North Jersey.
Got the Tito's going, doing the Tito's roll. There
I didn't
you go.
bring the empty one. I brought the full one.
Somebody left a full bottle of Tito's vodka at my full 175 of Tito's vodka at my hotel yesterday. So it's just sitting in Lost and Found right now, just teasing everybody until it passes the expiration date and whatever lucky housekeeper found that can bring it home.
So what is the expiration date on a lost bottle at a hotel?
We've never actually had the Lost and Found bottles just sitting there because usually it's a can of beer or a couple cans of like a hard seltzer, then just take it home. But a full 175, we were kind of like, well, we may have to let this one sit for a minute. So I don't know, maybe typically between 30 and 90 days, depending on your hotel. So maybe
they're watching today and they're going to call you up and say, hey, drink it, enjoy it. I left it because I didn't have any tip money.
There you go.
Good idea.
If they got tipped, $5 on a room, they made out because that Tito's bottle's worth a lot more than that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I'm going to give me 30 seconds. I'm going to bring something for Rick West to see. I'll be right back.
All right. This is exciting.
We're starting a president here. Do what you do, man.
Yeah. So did I miss anything interesting? I suspect no.
Just what we
Hey, this show is always interesting and fun. You missed a ton of stuff. You will have to catch the rewind on Check Out California.
Nice move. I like that.
Yeah.
Fred with the plug of the day. He's learning something. I love it.
Touchdown.
I absolutely love it. This is more than 30 seconds. Now the show's been dry because now we're just left for ourselves, and we have nothing interesting to say to each other because we don't even like each other. So,
that's not true. That's not true. We just talk all the time.
Oh, look at the lies being thrown out by Mike. Speaking your praises, I'm sure they were.
Oh, that's funny.
I know Dave, sometime Dave's likes to write about all the things he loves about me in his diary before going to sleep every single night.
It rests right under my pillow.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's going to be a short list.
I know.
And let me ask you this, David. Are you writing that? Are you using your Click Field Notes book as your diary now? Is that what you're doing?
That's 100%. Not just my Field Notes book, but I'm also using my beautiful pen you sent me to write in my Click Field Notes book all the beautiful things about Mr. Houseman with 2 N's.
There you go.
It's Glenn with 2 N's and not Houseman with 2 N's because people can't figure it out.
All right, Matt's coming back, so he's got something very special for Rick West.
Are you going to bring him in?
I'm going to bring him in. Matt, you ready? Give me a thumbs up back there if you're ready.
He's ready. He's ready. Oh, yeah.
He's ready.
Hold on. Let's put him on a nice one shot. What do we got here, Matt?
And there's a statue in the airport of that particular player.
I thought you were going to say there was a statue at the airport of Matt holding the player's jersey.
So Rick will appreciate this.
Only if terrain allows that through the corporate financing side.
Hey, listen, you make fun, but I did play a 7-year-old in soccer last weekend, and I nearly won. So joke's on you.
This is not horseshoes, and I'm tired. The only thing I don't like about soccer is you can tie. Now, football does that too, but.
It's really hard, though. But that's more recent, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's no ties. The only ties we have are when we go to meetings.
Not me, man. I've been ties-free since 2002 and proud of it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
The question.
Not wear ties.
I have. Mr. Houseman, again, you in sports are not always the tightest of two. Whose jersey was that?
I would say a football player's. How's that?
Well, he gave you half the deal. Last name is Harris. I'll give you the first initial F.
Franklin.
Not too bad. Not too far off. Franco.
Oh, I got the first few letters. I get half credit on that one.
For all my Big Ten fans out there, I know I'm a Buckeye.
Half credit's like a tie, Glenn. Sorry.
I know Rocky, great speaker. I feel like I'm missing anything because Adrian is not really what I would call great speaker. So.
No, Rocky, Franco.
That's how Glenn sounds every day after any of our shows. It was a great show.
That's how I sound on air. What are you talking about?
This is all facade, guys. Everybody out there that sees Glenn as he is in the little box on your screen, it's not the Glenn Houseman before or after shows. All right, he's barely comprehensible. He's tired. He has no energy. He's grumpy Glenn to the fullest. He only turns off in between the buttons.
I don't believe that.
Ooh, Doreen.
He's not grumpy Glenn.
Shots, Glenn. You're pathetic, Glenn. Pathetic. You don't know Franco.
I
love Doreen.
Only Franco I know is the deposed dictator of Spain. I'm sorry.
So, Franco Harris, you never heard of the Immaculate Reception?
I have. Was he involved in that?
Yes, he would be the guy.
Okay.
He had a little
that was a gift by the officials. I'm sorry.
Here's an aggressive statement.
Matt,
I was friend that is Raiders fan. This is Franco didn't.
Hey, listen, I have a cousin who has a brother, and his neighbor knew the other neighbor that did see the catch and said it was
a gift. Yeah,
I've heard rumors. Matt, you can confirm these, but I've heard as part of the decor in all Red Roof Inns is a picture of Franco Harris making the catch in the lobby. Is that correct?
That was also at brand standards and got shot down from all of the Cleveland Browns.
What is going on with brand standards, man? I think we need to bring them on the show and have a talk with them.
Brand standards, we got to have brand standards, right? We want our customers to be happy.
We do.
That's why you franchise. Brand standards are awesome. There are just some rules and regulations. Listen.
Can I talk to brand standards, and can we get a picture of Glenn Houseman up there in all Red Roof Inns?
Now that might get passed.
Right.
Now, I gotta say something about brand standards over at Red Roof.
Mm-hmm.
They're great. When we've renovated hotels, they were absolutely a joy to work with. Did Red Roof up at SeaTac, did a few more here in Southern California. They were great. They were absolutely a joy to work with. So
all right. Wait,
listen, we're very simple. Yes. It's all about just keeping everybody comfortable and having a nice day.
Yep.
This is what I don't understand. You keep talking about brand standards, but they hired you as a chief development officer. How does that work exactly?
Wait, I thought we weren't talking about work on this show.
Wow.
What is the brand standard for No Vacancy Live and Friday Night Audit?
It was approved.
Yeah.
Unanimously. Look, we have one of the approvers on the show today, chiming in.
I love Mike's comment here. Glenn gives us all hope in ourselves, Dave. Yes. Yes. Whenever you're feeling down, just take a look at Glenn and you will feel better about yourself.
That's right. That's what I'm here for. I am a living, breathing public service message. Don't do this. Do whatever you're doing.
I think we got a new hashtag there. Hashtag PSA Glenn.
PSA Glenn. I love it.
Oh my goodness. That was
Look at that. Who's that gentleman?
That was before this happened.
Was that your prom picture?
I saw when we were at the serendipity thing, there's a picture of me and you just saw the back of my head. I'm like, holy crap, am I great?
Was that your prom picture?
I want everybody to know that I'm not actually gray. I just want to seem older, so I use Just for Men gray color so I could be more respected in that.
It makes you more distinguished. I agree.
Yeah, that's right.
Who wants to be up there? You know, there's a keynote speech up there. Who wants to be listening to somebody with beautiful flowing black hair?
Hey, whatever picture you had of me up there was, I think, from the 1990s.
Don't challenge him, Glenn. There it is. There's the 1990s.
Here's the funny thing. I still have that sweater.
I think you need to wear it.
Right?
And this is why Glenn buys clothes that are 2 to 3 sizes too large, because he can wear them in 3 different decades as the weight fluctuates.
Right. The amortization I get on my taxes pays off.
Glenn looks like a skinny Jimmy Kimmel.
And that free tax advice is brought to you by Grumpy Glenn.
Hashtag Grumpy Glenn.
I would go with the cousin of Tom first.
All right.
Tom James.
Our good friend Jeff, friend of the show, friend of No Vacancy Live, says, Dave.
Aloha, Jeff.
You should tread lightly. You're drinking bubbly water at 6 p.m. Yes, I know. It's very early for this bubbly water. I'm definitely feeling it. I'm probably going to cut myself off after this one because I do have to go drive and do some things after the show. So this will probably be the last one I can have for now because I'm definitely feeling a little bit.
Listen, I see those public service announcements. You do not want to pee and drive. Very dangerous.
That's true. That's true. You know, you get on the highway. You're stuck in Jersey traffic. All of a sudden you got to go. It's a dangerous, it's a precarious position to be in. I get it. So Jeff, I appreciate your concern, and I will take your advice. This is the last bubbly for the day.
I'll tell you what. I will tell you what position it is really good to be in. That time of the show where you get to do what everyone really wants, the favorite part, and of course, I'm talking about. Oh, my. Plug-a-palooza, Matt Hostetler, go. You got free reign to plug away.
Listen, I would just like to say to everybody, happy Friday. And all of the people that are listening that are associated with Red Roof, thank you for whatever it is that you do with the brand, whether you're an employee, a franchisee, a customer, a vendor, or maybe a potential customer. So thank you. Stay blessed. Stay safe. And if you're going to be at Alice, we'll see you there. And if you're going to be at AHOA, we'll certainly see you there. Come visit us at the booth. If not, find us at redrooffranchising.com. My name, phone number, and email address is available to all. Beautiful. Have a wonderful weekend.
I love that. That is so heartfelt. Hey, Audit Boy Craig, what about you?
Well, you know what? We're going to plug the California Lodging Investment Conference on October 5th. Matt and Glenn will definitely be there. Glenn and I are co-moderating our Hotel Development Roundtable, The Agony and the Ecstasy. We've got a great episode with both Matt from Red Roof on Click Connect that was just posted, and we've also got past episodes with our buddy from the Aloha State, Jeff Graff and Hogan, on both Friday Night Audit and Click Connect as well. And if you are at Alice, I will see you there.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. All right. Make sure you go to the California Lodging Investment Conference. Why? Because it just clicks. That's absolutely right. Here's Dave talking on the phone. So he's looking really great there.
Well, I like the
producer.
Yeah, be sure to check his show. Be Our Guest. You can find that on YouTube. Also, be sure to check out how awesome he is working with the good folks in Times Square Alliance. He's doing a show with them every single month. And at No Vacancy Live, we'll be back there in September, live from Times Square. Before that, we're going to be in LA for the America's Lodging Investment Conference. Then we're going to be doing broadcast live, No Vacancy Live shows from AHOA. And of course, I'll be working with the good folks over at Red Roof on a great promotion that they're doing. You can catch us at booth 1100 on August 5th at 2 p.m. We're going to be doing something really super special. And of course, I'll be in Atlantic City doing some live shows. If you want to go party with me at the fish shows, I will be there. Let's do that. Let's have a good time. Let's create some memories that we're not allowed to share with anybody. We'll be over there having a good time at the shows. Yeah.
Glenn, remember to tell them about a special FNA.
Oh, that's right. We're going to be doing a special Friday night audit on August 4th. That's going to be time yet to be determined. We're going to be doing that with a great company called Ideas, and we're going to be having a lot of fun doing that. And thank God.
Together again for the first time since Click, you and I in the same room and an audience.
Jesus Christ, that's going to be something. Dave, thank God you came back.
Bumping with everybody.
Yeah, I promoted Be Our Guest. I promoted Times Square Alliance. Anything else that you want to add?
No, you got me covered.
Great.
Bubbly water. Drink bubbly water.
All right.
I am.
Excellent. All right.
That's buble.
I want to thank. They can charge twice as much for it. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week back here on Friday Night Audit. I have no idea who the guest is going to be, but I'm sure it is going to be one of the most shameful experiences of their lives, just like it was for Matt tonight. See you all next time. Thanks for being here. Any final words?
Aloha.
Aloha. Hasta luego. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
That's beginning credits. We want to do this.
We're still live.
We want to do this.